Alright, I'm going to show you the okra that I planted as little saplings. I grew them from seed in a seed tray and then grew them in a pot with the drip irrigation. See the drip lines? That's the okra plants, and see they're doing very good. You see the drip line? This drip line has a dripper every 1 feet. So when you have intensive like pots very close by to each other, like 1 feet apart, this is the easy way to do it because the dripper is built in. Only thing, it might clog, so you have to put a filter at your supply line so it filters the sediment out, so this one doesn't get clogged. Okay, but you can see it's fruiting very well. See the fruits, the flower looks like that for okra, and the fruit looks, the okra vegetable, not the fruit, but okra vegetable looks like that. And they are ready to cook because you don't want them to get too ripe, because then they won't be good for cooking. They get too like woody. You don't want them to be woody. You want them to be snap. Yeah, when you snap it like that, it should snap. That's how you know it's good. If it's bending and it's not snapping, that means it's too matured. That means you can't eat them. It's too woody. And this is good. You can actually take a bite. It actually tastes good when it's like this. You take a bite and see how soft it is. It needs to be soft when you pluck it. So that's how you know if the okra is ready, because don't let it get too matured. You won't be able to use it. Okay. But that's how the okra look like. The flower is beautiful. Usually all the bumblebee and the honeybees pollinate them. Butterflies too. So they're all doing good. You see, they're all doing good. Right there. So I'm going to plug them, because this is the right age for us to plug them and cook them. You can see watermelon. I have put some watermelon right near it. So on the ground around it there'll be watermelons. I put some weed barrier as well. You can see the water dripping. I drip like 3 times a day for about 15 to 20 minutes each time. So each time 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how much water they need, how old the plants are. I drip them 3 times a day, morning, afternoon and evening. That's how you do it. It's pretty simple. They're beautiful. They're beautiful plants to have, vegetables to have, and they're very nutritious. It's good for your health. Okra is one of the most very nutritious vegetables. A lot of good things in it. You see how beautiful the flower looks. That's beautiful okra right there. That's how you do it. Easy peasy. Once you put the drip irrigation, you don't have to worry about it. The timer will do it. And this is rainwater coming from our rainwater cistern. I have 1100 gallon cistern full of rainwater. So these are good because rainwater has hydrogen peroxide from the atmosphere. So it's good for the plants. Actually, rainwater is better than tap water, because tap water will kill your bacteria in the soil because it has chlorine. The supply water that you get from the city has chlorine. It's very bad for your microbiome of the soil, because chlorine like pretty much will kill the microbiome in your soil. So what you need, or microbes in the soil, what you need is rainwater. It's not only has a lot of good things in it, it brings the hydrogen peroxide from the atmosphere, and it's already injected with hydrogen peroxide from the atmosphere in the rainwater, and does very well for the plants. That's why after rain the plants look very healthy, because hydrogen peroxide is good for the plants to grow. It's a stimulant. So those are little tips to know how to grow easily, sustainably. You can easily grow what you need in about 2 or 3 acres, like easy. Right, so in the front yard you see here, it's 3 acres, right? Maybe a little bit less than 3 acres, right? 2.5 acres, I would say. In this front yard, I can grow enough for the whole family, and extra, we'll have extra. We just have to know about to plant where. So all the vines, grapes are planted near the fence. The chain link fence is very strong. It's about 6 feet high, so I planted on there so our birds can eat them. Our peacocks love those love those grapes. Right underneath near it, I have watermelons. You see watermelons growing. So you can utilize much more space because watermelon goes downwards, grapes, vines go upwards. So this is a watermelon plant. And watermelon needs more water, that's why I have more water coming out of there. But pretty much that's it. You can arrange what you need, put it in a way that is sustainable. And that way you can, limited space, right? You can grow a lot more. I can grow a lot more things here actually in between. I can put a lot more vegetables, things like that. Yeah. Since I don't need that much, I only just need this much. That's why I'm containing it around, spreading it out. All those are fruit trees. Japanese plum, apple, you name it, bananas, persimmons, plums, cherries, and then berries, blackberry, raspberry, that's raspberry. So everything you can plant in a little space, there is plenty for you to sustain. And then you just have to plant it in a way that you can get different things from that area, from that land. See how good the grapes are doing? You see, it's beautiful. It was full of grapes. The peacocks, they eat a lot of them, which is good. I want them to eat as well because we have plenty. These produce a lot of grapes. These are like 60, 70 feet long vines, you see? And they produce a lot of grapes. Yep. All ready.